So siapa yang belum subscribe Galeri Kereta, boleh klik button kat bawah subscribe, dan kita jumpa lagi di next episode untuk kita upload lagi proses untuk KA30 ni. Okay, see you, bye bye. Assalamualaikum.
Hi guys, saya Jai Android King, professional drifter, racer dan sim racer. Kalau korang mencari racing simulator, datanglah ke Android King. Kita ada Trustmaster T300 steering, Logitech G29, Magic wheelbase, Super Street racing rig, triple monitor setup dan macam-macam lagi produk. Saya ingin menjemput anda datang ke Android King. Nanti saya bagi harga baiknya.
Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost dah siap remake tau. Tak sabar nak try ni. Hi guys, Assalamualaikum. I'm Asrul Ali, I'm back. Today dekat Reiber Auto kita ada another Ford Mustang. Ni model 2.3 EcoBoost. Dia datang nak remap. Jadi I nak test drive dulu, tengok dia punya performance dan acceleration dia. Nak tunjuk kat you 0 to 100 km berapa second dia punya acceleration. Jom, let's go. Guys, Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost dalam proses buat remap. For your info, horsepower kereta ni original is 310. Lepas remap dia akan increase 50 horsepower. Boleh tahan tau, 50 horsepower tu banyak juga. And torque dia currently is 421. Dia akan increase by 95 Nm of torque selepas remap. Now tengah undergo proses remap. Sekejap lagi I nak pergi test drive. Kita tengok performance dia lepas remap macam mana. Kita jumpa kejap lagi, okay? Bye. Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost dah siap remake tau. Tak sabar nak try ni. Being a turbo car ni, kebiasaannya memang sangat-sangat ketara lah perbezaan bila sebelum dengan selepas remap. Jom kita tengok acceleration dia macam mana. Come, let's go. I baru lepas balik test drive Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost ni dah lepas remap. Acceleration dengan torque dia tadi sangat apparent. Ada perbezaan 0.4 second. Bunyinya macam tak banyak in numbers, tapi bila you dah duduk dalam, you bawa, memang apparent sangat dia punya torque dengan acceleration dia tadi. Bila boost masuk, you terasa boom. Memang best lah. Jadi for you guys out there yang nak tahu lebih lanjut pasal remap kami, you can go to our Facebook page, klik Reiber Auto, and you can click to our messenger. Our sales team akan assist you. And you can also go to our YouTube page, click like, jangan lupa subscribe. Boleh tengok dekat situ macam-macam kereta yang kita dah remap before this. Jadi, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to round 2 of the ATCS Asian Touring Car Series, brought to you by Adrenaline Impact in association with Vertex Esports and our wonderful partners here with Reiber Racing as well as Galeri Kereta, and as you can probably tell from our wonderful looking masks, Android King. Pada malam ni kita ada dengan Abang Jai 910 in the house pada malam ni.
Apa khabar semua?
Oh.
Malam ni kita layan race Asian Touring Car Series.
Ya, betul. So pada malam ni kita akan berjalan ke Indonesia. So we're heading to the Sentul circuit, Sentul International Circuit, home previously of the MotoGP and World Superbike races there. Originally built for Formula 1, but unfortunately they had to shorten the track due to some problems with the land. So malang ni dia orang tak dapat run F1 pada masa tu, tetapi kali ni kita boleh run Android King dan Reiber Racing punya ATCS ni. Okay. So agak challenging juga track ni, agak istimewa juga. Dia nampak macam banyak square corner, tetapi setiap selekoh lain daripada lain. So very varied circuit. From all the corners there, some rather tight radius corners, some open radius corners there. It's going to be a absolute blast. And of course, we had in the previous round, we thought that we'd see Jay Wong run away with it. That was the amount of pace he had at the start of the race, but it looks like with the dramatic race results, Aiman Akim managed to take home the win at Sepang for round 1. So now we're over at round 2 at Sentul International Circuit. And one thing that's we can see so far in the championship is that there is no predictability in the championship. Kita tak boleh agak pun. Kalau dia boleh menang ke, siapa boleh menang pun, kita tak boleh agak dah sekarang.
Okay.
So
far the lineup yang I tengok memang boleh kata the best in Malaysian lineup. Very fast.
Yeah.
From first sampai 20th.
Ya. Yeah. Dalam 2 saat je masa qualifying tu dekat Okayama.
Okay.
So dia punya gap daripada first to 20th place is only 2 seconds, dan dekat Sepang tu kita boleh nampak sebenarnya gap tu lagi dekat.
Okay.
So semakin lama dia orang dah practice, dia orang dah race, semakin lama semakin dekat lah dia orang punya prestasi. So the gaps are getting closer, the cars are getting more and more competitive, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out at the end of the championship. We could not have picked 4 more different races to run in the 3 cars we've got here. Cars taken right out of the British Touring Car Championship, the Audi RS3, BMW 125 M Sport and Honda Civic Type R, all with about 320 horsepower, all of them 2-wheel drive. But still with their differences. We have one left-hand drive front-wheel drive sedan, one right-hand drive hatchback front-wheel drive as well, and we've also got a rear-wheel drive hatchback that's left-hand drive as well. So dia punya layout, seating position semua ada beza-beza dia, tetapi tetap BOP juga. So agak interesting. Tetapi yang peliknya sekarang kita nampak ada satu kereta rear wheel je yang masuk dekat final round. So agak definitely very very interesting.
How many drivers drive the rear wheel?
One.
Only one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So itu dia. Kita ada Jay Wong je daripada Singapore yang sudi masuk ke race pada malam ni pakai rear wheel satu je. Tetapi walaupun dia salah satu je driver BMW, tetapi dia fastest.
Dia the fastest. Okay.
So
I think there must be a reason the other guys using the non-rear wheel. Maybe susah nak handle.
Yeah, maybe mungkin dia susah, ataupun mungkin dia memang tak fit dengan driving style. Sebab yang kita tahu rear wheel ni, dia masa corner entry tu agak senang nak dapatkan speed, tetapi corner exit, as you know, it's a very fine line for fastest time, dan kalau sideways moments yang mungkin orang nak elak tu. Tetapi front wheel pun ada juga dia punya weaknesses yang kita nampak.
Yeah.
So itu dia sekali. So of course we have Jai here in the studio, and he's brought some wonderful nice things along for us to see. Saya pun dah spy sikit-sikit ke situ. So cuba ceritakan apa yang Jai dapat masuk ke dalam studio pada
malam ni. Saya bawa jajan untuk basically share dekat semua penonton. So kita bawa ni si Magic Shifter.
First time saya dapat nampak ni.
Si Magic Shifter ni kira baru in the market, and then di Malaysia pun kira boleh kata you guys dapat tengok for the first time lah. So construction very tough, kan? Made of CNC material. Lepas tu ada buttons di sini. Lepas tu ada shifter indicator. Lepas tu dia punya internal design untuk dia punya shifter tu very unique. So kalau kita shift pun bunyi dia memang solid lah. Dan kita boleh adjust dia punya tension. And kalau cuba
itu dia.
Mic try
ASMR dia tu. Sekejap. Memang rasa dia memang feeling agak
feeling dia. So yang ni walaupun sekarang ketat, kita boleh adjust Okay, kita parking tepi si Magic Shifter ni. Lagi satu, saya bawa jajan bezel delete kit. So kalau siapa pakai triple screen monitor, kalau nak hilangkan bezel tu, boleh pakai this bezel delete kit.
So dia yang pakai design reflection untuk hilangkan
bezel tu. Jadi both of these available dekat Android King. Kalau berminat boleh PM kami di page Android King.
Cantik tu. So there you have it, two very interesting of admittedly only two of a very wide selection of components you can get for yourself at Android King. Everything from grassroots level sim racing all the way up to the pro level stuff there, like that Magic Shifter. For the previous series, kalau kita ingat balik zaman dulu-dulu tu, kau pernah bagi pinjam yang Android King punya shifter zaman dulu. Saya ingat sebab saya yang tukang simpan sebenarnya.
Okay, alright.
So rupanya pada kali ni tak boleh minta lah.
So basically di sim racing equipment ni pun evolve. From the simple shifter sampai yang advanced. So dekat Android King kita bantu new racers to fit their budget lah. Nak start yang simple boleh, nak medium, nak advanced, nak motion pun boleh. Just PM kita, kita discuss dulu.
Itu dia. Dan bukan saja discussion yang untuk point of sale, tetapi Android King ni sebenarnya ada community dia sendiri juga kan?
Ada juga.
So
after this kita akan ada branch baru di Sungai Wang, level 5. So in front of Blastakas Malaysia. Jadi kita akan sediakan beberapa unit simulator. Siapa nak try dulu before beli, nak decide, datang je. So kita akan announce kat page nanti.
So itu dia, mungkin nanti saya pun terpaksa lah pergi untuk menziarahi nanti
untuk test ride. Okay. Datang Matt.
Dapat dia deal tu. So itu dia Android King. Tetapi bukan saja Android King yang dapat sponsor. Terima kasih by the way Jai untuk sudi menyokong kami, bukan saja dekat event ni, tetapi dah lama-lama dah boleh kirakan ongoing relationship juga ni untuk support sim racing. Dan juga kita ada supporters baru ataupun sponsors baru, Reiber Racing, yang ada kenderaan yang agak unik. Boleh dikirakan dia dekat Malaysia ni mungkin dah pernah tengok 2-3 kali lah dekat Federal Highway, tapi this is really a special little piece of kit. It's the Ford Mustang EcoBoost 2.3 liters. Now back in the 70s and 80s, Ford actually came out with this car as a bit of a special, lightweight special. The SVO, which was a 2.3 litre turbo, but this, something special. So in this case, this is another one of Reiber Auto's specialities, and that is their remap kits for a lot of premium Continental and American cars. So you can head on down to Reiber Auto, check them out on Facebook to get the remap done. So what he's doing here is he's going to do a to B test on a let's say private road.
Alright,
So dia akan buat test tu. Dia dah buat test, kalau tak silap dia punya gains tu agak besar juga. So from 310 horsepower dia dapat gain 60 ke 70 horsepower.
Additional 60 horsepower. That one significant.
Yeah. So itu dia 360 horsepower. So
just by doing a remap.
No exhaust, no cams, nothing. Just remap, and the torque is the important thing. So macam kalau kita tahu daripada dunia rally ataupun daripada dunia drifting, yang torque dan response engine tu yang benda yang penting, especially for turbo engines.
So for Mustang user, boleh visit Reiber Racing to get your Mustang to be on steroid.
And this is like almost free. Well, it's not free, but it's almost like free performance grain. So mapping ni sekarang, zaman sekarang kita boleh tengok ada banyak juga dia punya benefits. Even for fuel economy tuning pun dia boleh try and buat benda tu. So kita tengok 7.2, I believe from 7.8 seconds to 7.2 seconds. 0 to 60 times. So
tapi I think the feeling after remap tu, the power on tap. Itu yang kita nak.
Bila kita nak potong lori dekat jalan two lane tu kan, bila kita nak dapat rasa kick down kat kereta auto, ataupun bila kita shift from fourth to third nak overtake kan, itulah yang kita boleh dapat, memang betul-betul dapat feeling tu.
Interesting.
So itu dia Reiber Racing. Don't forget to whack the corner, as they say there. So of course we have another one of our media partners for this event, Galeri Kereta, and they have a very, very special prize on offer. As soon as they hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, they're giving away this KE30 resto mod car. So it has been modernized a bit, has been modified a little bit just to drive that little bit better than stock. Looks beautiful in that period correct color, and there's wonderful wheels there. So this is a mid ride to turn up in anywhere. Kalau saya tak tahu lah pada perasaan Jai, tapi saya pun tengok video ni rasa macam jealous sikit lah.
Because this car look well maintained. So siapa yang dapat memang bertuah lah. Dia akan bagi dekat siapa ni? Dekat penonton ke?
Dekat penonton. So check dekat Galeri Kereta nanti untuk peluang dapat KE30 giveaway free, gratis.
Wow.
Huh. So itu dia. And of course, we are going to head on over to a special giveaway for you guys right now watching at home. So Reiber Racing are going to give away a copy of Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition to one lucky viewer, and Android King is going to give away a
Yup, t-shirt macam ni. So siapa yang bertuah malam ni jawab soalan dengan betul akan dapat peluang memenangi t-shirt Android King.
Ni kalau pergi kat sesi TT ni mesti dia orang tanya, racing team.
Yep.
Team mana ni?
Racing
Android
team.
King Racing Team. So itulah boleh dikirakan merch yang agak istimewa juga. Ada 2 peluang untuk memenang barang pada malam ini. So kita nak tanya juga dekat guest Jai pada malam ni. Diorang kena tag 3 kawan dan share the stream. Dan ada lagi satu benda diorang kena buat, iaitu answer a question.
Yep.
So ada tak soalan untuk viewers kami?
Soalan dia simple je. Di manakah lokasi branch baru Android King?
Ya. So kita baru je cakap tadi tu. So di manakah branch baru Android King? So letak tu dekat bawah, komen tu dengan 3 kawan, tag 3 kawan dan share the stream for your chance to win that t-shirt prize. So itu dia, dan kita akan ada lagi satu soalan later on in the stream for the Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition. Itu pun boleh kirakan prize yang agak istimewa juga.
Ya, full edition, Ultimate Edition.
So kalau dah ambil edition ni, tak payah risau pasal nak dapatkan mod ataupun track ataupun apa-apa. Any session you want to go into,
even the car handling and then the feedback, for example, for the steering, different. Kunos Ultimate Edition is detailed.
Yeah. So there is more. It's a more updated version.
Yep.
So kalau tak silap dia punya version number pun agak lain jugalah. Dia ada agak besar dia punya gap tu. So well worth having a look at Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition. So there we have it. We're about to head on into the race fairly shortly. They're currently running their qualifying sessions at the moment.
Dah ramai juga Matt yang komen.
Dah semua keluar dah. So itu dia, keep those comments coming in and we'll have a look at them throughout the course of the race here right now. 16 minutes left in the qualifying session now, and we're having a look at Jasper Wong in the Audi RS3 tearing it up around this racetrack. Now a fairly short racetrack around here, but the unique thing is, as we saw in the map, the track map, the corners are very angular, they're very square, they're very sharp, but weirdly enough, this track does have a very nice flow. Dia punya flowing tu, dia punya racing line tu sebenarnya agak cantik. Walaupun track tu tak nampak macam begitu special, tetapi dia punya racing line apa semua amat critical juga untuk good lap time kat sini.
I myself personally never driven in this track before. Tapi interesting lah to see these guys racing here.
Yeah.
So we got squarish corners.
Squarish corners.
And then some long straights.
Yep. So a lot of overtaking opportunities coming up here. Pretty much every corner can be an overtaking opportunity. I'll get the words out eventually. But every corner is a overtaking opportunity, especially down the front straight and the 2 back straights as well, coming into the chicanes there. So we'll try and jump on board for a lap here, but coming around the first bend here, you can see it's very high speed, the first 2 bends there. Jasper Wong taking all of the curb there, as is his wont to try and get a good lap time through here, through that 45-degree left-hander onto the first of many short straights. Coming down into this braking zone here, it's absolutely critical not only to get a good line going through there, but to defend from whoever's going to try and overtake you. Going through this double right-hander, it's critical in a front-wheel drive or a rear-wheel drive car to get a good amount of traction coming out of the corner there. Now flat out through this left-hand kink before coming into the first of 2 S's. Now it is absolutely critical to turn in at the right point through here, because if you miss your turning point or if you turn in too early, things are going to get very tight and very difficult for you. Now coming down this main straight here, anybody who's tried to overtake you in the previous corners, you can retaliate again. Coming into this next series of S's here. A lot faster and a lot different character than the first series of S's. Now we're coming down to the last of the back straights here, coming into this very, very long left-hander. It's actually technically 3 different corners, but you have to take it almost as one opening radius corner before you come on to the start-finish straight there to complete your lap.
Oh, the last corner tu dah macam triple apex ah?
Yeah, triple apex. Jangan main-main. Macam dekat Turkey F1 tu.
Different compared to Tsukuba, because Tsukuba is like a smooth corner.
Yeah.
But this one is a three different angle lah.
Yeah. So sebenarnya ada banyak racing line yang kita boleh nampak nanti.
Wow, malam ni ada driver cam.
Ya, itu dia Aiman Hakim sekarang dekat track sekarang. Dia tengah membawa Thrustmaster kalau silap tu.
Oh, dia pakai Thrustmaster, right? Cool.
Siap dengan glove dia. Yang interesting dengan ni, mungkin sekarang dia mungkin dia tengah cari gap.
So currently Aiman I think qualified first position Oh, dah dipotong dah oleh J.
Yeah, so sekarang J Wong berada di tempat yang pertama, followed by Ahmad Hakim. Jazz Wong is in third place. William Ho, yang kalau tak silap real life driver juga, di fourth position. Jasper Wong fifth place. Eddie Liu in sixth, and Kamal Ali in seventh, with Almain Sim in eighth, Andy in ninth, and
timing ni rapat-rapat ni, Matt. Ini you're going to see a very interesting battle, door to door.
Yep.
Nose to tail.
Yep. It's all going to be out there. Hisham Ahmad, right now we're on board. We can actually see his steering inputs. Now there's a slight little bit of lag between the steering inputs that we see on screen and what's happening out on track there, but we can tell a lot by the angle, the way they do the steering inputs and everything else there. So kita boleh tengok cara dia turn in, cara dia shift down.
Saya rasa bersemangat bila tengok driver cam ni.
Ya, betul
nampak
juga. Memang seronok. Sebab
excitement tu boleh nampak tau.
Ya, bukan saja excitement, tapi kita boleh tengok driving style dia macam mana.
Yes.
Kalau kita tengok dalam Inka, walaupun dalam sim ni agak accurate dia punya steering input, tetapi the best way is still to tengok dia punya video.
Yep.
Video, boleh kirakan video evidence lah.
Betul.
So there you can see he's very aggressive. Dia memang suka throw kereta tu masuk kat situ, tetapi still agak efektif Hisham.
Okay, maknanya Hisham dia suka power slide lah.
Ya.
Okay.
So ini yang interesting pasal kereta BTCC ni, sebab dia ada beberapa cara nak dapat extract maximum performance.
Okay.
Bukan saja daripada sliding sikit-sikit pun boleh, kalau betul-betul neat tidy by the book pun boleh dapat.
I think kalau nak aggressive overtaking, maybe we can use the power slide.
Yes. Especially kalau overtake from the outside. Sebab saya pernah kena sekali dekat AC masa kita buat fun race dari masa tu dah beberapa bulan dulu. Dan dapat juga dipotong around the outside, the final corner.
So Matt, malam ni format race macam mana?
So kita akan ada 45 minit race.
40 minit one race.
Yes.
Okay.
45 minute race. It's going to be quite long. It's probably long enough that some drivers might even think of a pit stop, but it is open. There's nothing in the regulations there, but who knows, we might see someone try.
That mean tak wajib masuk pit.
Tak wajib.
Okay.
Tetapi option to open lah.
Alright.
So then of course kalau ada any damage ke apa-apa, dia orang boleh repair. Sebab sekarang ni kita akan run 100% damage.
Oh, alright.
So full realistic damage. So kalau dia ada langgar belakang ataupun knock toe out dia, the wing dia dah keluar ke apa-apa kan,
they are I think forced to enter pit lah for repair.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Sebab kita pun bila kita tengok dekat Sepang tu, masa dekat Sepang tu organizer tengok dia ada 80% damage, and it was probably one of the most entertaining races. Tapi ada juga beberapa driver yang jadi mangsa.
So kalau kita tengok leaderboard ni, J, Aiman, Darren are our top 3. Lepas tu ada Jazz, William, Jasper, Muhammad, Eddie, Al, Kamal, Ikhwan, Andy, Hisham and Faizal. I think just only this 14 ataupun yang lain tu tak dapat lagi.
Belum lagi masuk.
Belum masuk lagi.
Yeah. So kita kalau tak silap akan ada 19 ataupun 20 driver pada malam ni.
Baik.
Harap-harap full house, because that's what we like to see coming through there. 9 minutes left in the qualifying
session. Tapi the timing from number 1 sampai 14 ni ridiculously close tau.
Yeah, very close.
Best.
So it's within almost 1 second gap between J Wong in the front.
And then I believe this race is open setup, right?
Yes, so open setup. So that's going to be another interesting thing as well. Sebab setup dekat kereta touring car ni, kita anggap yang touring car ni less developed daripada GT ataupun daripada open wheel, tetapi dekat touring car ni itulah sebenarnya tempat yang setup paling penting. It's the most important thing to get the setup right.
But even open, the timing quite close. So.
Yes. So kita boleh tengok yang kereta ni, for sure all of them have been running their own setups, have been developing their own setups. Mesti ada touch up at least something lah.
Yeah.
And setup ni dia secukup rasa lah, betul-betul secukup rasa. So a lot of the drivers will be running very different setups. Some of them would like a lot of camber on their car, a lot of sharp turn in. They can give up a little bit of grip, but they want the car to react. Some drivers will stand the tyres back up again, and that will improve the grip and cornering.
Itulah, setting up a car, even though dalam simulator macam Assetto Corsa ni, is a skill and profession by itself.
Yeah. Saya boleh ingat zaman kita bergotong royong nak cari setup dekat dalam AC, walaupun just for fun race. But we'll spend the day before just lapping.
Alright.
And bila kita dah dapat hot lap punya setup yang best tu, then we have to go for a race run, and we find out more problems and we have to adjust again. So
and then maybe more serious racer will use technology, maybe using more tech, advanced dash logger, something like that, right?
So kita ada banyak options sebenarnya, macam dalam sim hub pun ada a few display options as well. So these guys basically they're running the same techniques and strategies to find setup in a virtual car in Assetto Corsa as they would in real life for a real life racing car. So we test in the same way, we do changes in the same way, we have data logging in the same way. Yang Motec data logger tu benda yang kita sebenarnya pakai in real world juga. So it's going to be quite interesting to see cara dia orang bawa tu. Tetapi Hisham Ahmad memang
so
cantik
I think for next round kita galakkan semua racer on driver cam. Sebab siapa yang on driver cam ni dia dapat highlight banyak sikit lah.
Itu dia. That's the thing we were talking actually earlier before the race show, is that perhaps we need to find a little space on the bottom there. Your sponsor here.
So actually Hisham dia participate dalam Android King Fun Race Season 1, active racer. Memang very nice lah, sebab I pun dapat kenal dia dengan lebih. And then in fact last week dia datang dekat Sungai Wang. So kita chit chat apa semua. So memang very nice lah knowing him.
So itu dia yang interesting pasal dunia sim racing, especially in the AC community. Dia memang community yang agak dekat.
Betul.
Dan agak close knit community.
Because I think the racers that join this ATCS come from multiple groups lah. Android King, Speed Tavern, apa lagi kan, masuk ramai.
So itu yang boleh dikirakan agak interesting juga bila kita tengok balik varied backgrounds. We have couple real life drivers, kita ada yang betul-betul sim racing drivers, ada yang pernah ada kontrak, ada yang just drive for fun. Tetapi the one thing that betul-betul ikatkan dia orang semua ialah dia orang punya lap time. Semua lap time dekat-dekat dia. So I think we found the best drivers in boleh dikira the ASEAN region lah, or maybe the Malaysia, Singapore, Nusantara region. Kita ada beberapa driver daripada Brunei, dan kita juga ada beberapa driver daripada Singapore yang join.
So untuk race this season ada driver from Brunei?
Yes. So kalau tak silap, let me just get.
So that means kita ada Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei.
Yes. So
from Thailand?
No Thai drivers, although maybe for next season you guys can come over if you want.
So actually all these racers participated in, boleh kata, international event lah. Nice.
So it's nice to see, and also it's nice untuk kita drive in driver-driver daripada 3 nation ni untuk bagi dia orang berkumpulan, share ideas,
very
share
good experience. So my advice to all driver, put this in your racing CV.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what we're trying to go here on Adrenaline Impact. Kita cuba bukakan, and kita anggap yang the drivers from overseas, it's kind of like a challenge but also a way to learn as well. And we also have let me just see here, I will tell you as soon as I can find his name. I believe it's Mazdi Mardini
from Brunei.
Brunei driver. And I do happen to know also that I believe Fred Ting actually tried to qualify, but unfortunately was not able to do so. We have drivers from circuit racing, William Ho, I believe Eddie Liu as well. And we also have Amiruddin Omar, aka Amir Pomen, who's a rally driver in the Malaysian Rally Championship. And a lot of sim racers.
I pun tak sangka, sebab I tahu yang Amir ni dia active in rally, but he joined this touring car series. Dan so dia ada bakat juga in circuit racing.
Itu dia. Dan dia juga ada bakat dekat itu dia pun dia.
Amir Pomen.
Amir Pomen.
Barulah kita nampak muka dia. tangan dia yang sadar tu.
Ya, itu dia. Kita boleh tengok rally driver. How does a rally driver take on the touring car challenge? Kita boleh tengok dia punya muka pun agak pensif sikit.
Ya. 100% commitment, 100% fokus.
100% commitment, ya. Tapi kita tengok dia suka main juga sikit dengan dia punya throttle. Itu I think the first clue yang kita dapat yang dia ni
Rally
daripada
driver.
rally.
Yeah.
Sama macam drifting jugalah,
Yep,
dia suka main throttle. But also the one steering angle, they will try and keep one steering angle throughout the corner there. So there's a bit of a lag from his view there, but you can see walaupun dia over wide sikit, tetapi dia akan adjust sikit-sikit je. So they try to keep one steering angle.
Oh, baik. Kita ada around 80 viewers currently. Wah, so
Thank you so much for
kita nak
coming.
ucapkan terima kasih kepada semua
terima kasih.
rakan-rakan yang join sambil-sambil layan live race, sambil sembang dengan saya dan Matt. Thank you very much. Welcome to the live stream and mohon korang share kan.
Yes.
Biar ramai peminat-peminat motorsport boleh tengok aksi malam ni. Kejap lagi.
Betul.
Ya.
Dan kita juga ada giveaway, jangan lupa. Tag 3 kawan dan share stream ni dan jawab soalan di manakah cawangan baru Android King.
Yeah.
So tadi dekat pre-race show kita ada juga bincang sikit-sikit ke situ.
That's right. So kalau untuk rakan-rakan yang baru join, so malam ni kita ada Asian Touring Car Series menggunakan platform Assetto Corsa, menggunakan PC.
Yes.
Dan all the drivers ni dia gunakan set racing simulator, menggunakan steering wheel. Yeah. Campur-campur lah, ada pakai G29, ada pakai Sim Magic, ada pakai Trustmaster.
Itu dia.
Jadi kalau sesiapa yang berminat nak join, for example the next series, macam mana Matt?
So for what you guys have to do, all you have to do is to stay tuned dekat Adrenaline Impact Facebook page. So we will put up all the information you need to go and join that championship. But of course, if you haven't gone into sim racing yet for the first time, my recommendation is to go to a very good stockist and check out what they have for in terms of equipment there. And of course, I may be slightly biased, but Android King has a very fantastic range of equipment as well.
Okay, kita cater for all budget segment lah.
Yes. So kalau korang minat nak join ni, first thing you need of course is a PC. A relatively good PC. I managed to build mine for 3,000 ringgit and still going today. Unfortunately sebab GPU shortage hari tu, terpaksa pakai GTX 750, tetapi tak apa, retro graphics card still works.
Yang short tu GPU apa? GPU short?
Kalau I think the GTX 2000 series yang 2080 ke 2090 tu dah okay. Actually even the GTX 1650, 1660 pun dah okay.
Still can manage lah.
Yeah, so it's still relatively good. Kalau tak cukup bajet macam tu pun 750 to 1060 boleh buat, tetapi tak adalah secantik gambar yang kita nampak pada malam ni. Tapi still
Assetto Corsa ni dia tak demanding sangat on the GPU. You can set the resolution to medium or low. Then boleh run cheap range GPU lah.
So Assetto Corsa ni boleh dikirakan agak forgiving.
Mesra lah.
Memang mesra juga. So for a first time sim, definitely I would get Assetto Corsa. Dan dalam Assetto Corsa ni, walaupun dia fokus kat circuit racing, tetapi Jai sendiri pun tahu dengan mods anything is possible.
Anything possible, ya. Oh, Mazdi dia komen dia tak dapat join malam ni.
Alamak.
Tak ada elektrik. Ayo.
Oh man.
Sayang.
We're gonna have to send you a genset for the next round. So mungkin kalau
ramai
ada
komen ni. Kita ada Iqbal, Muhammad Budi, Mazdi, ada J Racing, ada Kelvin. Wah, thank you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Dan terima kasih semualah. Ada banyak racer, ada banyak alien kalau kita panggil dalam dunia ni. So there you have it. To join in sim racing, what you need is a good rig, a good steering wheel, pedal set, and a decent PC, and you're on.
I think ramai yang layan, for example, Assetto Corsa, tapi tak pernah join competition. So kita encourage you join. Then that time you can test your skill. Lepas tu you can feel the adrenaline.
Exactly.
Adrenaline impact kan. So because masa race, walaupun dalam sim, the feeling macam real life juga, sebab kita compete dengan other humans lah. Very nice. Macam masa qualifying tu rasa nervous.
So itu dia. Sekarang kita tengah tengok Aiman Hakim yang dia tengah drive Honda Civic pada malam ni. He was the race 1 winner, and you can see his driving style there. Smooth as you like going through the corners there. Boleh dikirakan driving style yang agak textbook jugalah. Dia akan widen the corner, open up the corner. Throttle pun smooth input, braking pun smooth input. Yang interesting pasal kita masuk dalam competition ni, kita dapat juga bila kita practice dengan group yang sama ni, kita boleh belajar a lot of things dalam practice session apa semua tu. And in the race itself, bila kita belajar racecraft, true racecraft yang kita tak boleh dapat dengan AI.
Betul.
Itu
The more race kita masuk, the much kita improve lah kan.
Itu dia. Dan kita tak perlu budget yang besar sangat macam Abang Jai pernah bincang tu. Even for me, I've always been a proponent of paying as little as possible for my hobbies. So I still running a G29. And but you can get better on that. But of course, once you get apa yang kita cakap selalu tu, bila kita dah masuk kat certain tempat tu, kita dah start racun tu kan.
But basically I think G29 pun boleh perform juga. So it's a matter of satisfaction lah. Ada yang nak feel lebih, then upgrade to a better equipment lah.
Tetapi I mean, I've had experience yang drive DD ni dengan drive hydraulic brakes. That's the best one lah. HPP hydraulic brakes.
HPP, okay.
So there you have it. We're about to head on down into the field at the moment there, but for now we're going to have a look at the chat section just before while they're gridding up. So kita dah ada beberapa jawapan tu, bagi postcode apa semua ni.
Ramai dah jawab dulu.
So itu dia. Ada dari Brunei but can't join today because the houses in the neighborhood no electricity. Don't you just hate it when that happens? And we've got some good luck messages there. Ada yang commiseration punya message tu. Alah, sayang lah Mazdi, kita pun rasa sayang juga.
Betul. Apa pasal abang SM Hobbies tak dapat join juga?
Alamak.
Dia tak ada lah.
So itu dia, kita dah ada 2 driver yang tak dapat join.
Dapat daripada source dengar dia balik kampung
Itu dia, kampung dia agak jauh juga kan, sebelah
itu satu
utara.
cabaran tu kan. Kalau kita ada backup mobile sim racing unit, bawa balik kampung.
Mana tahu mungkin nanti satu hari kita boleh design kan.
Betul? Ada. I mean maybe G29 gaming laptop. Then balik kampung cari meja, ikat. Maybe boleh compete.
Mungkin ada case.
Ada case kan? Very nice Pelican case. But that one dah exaggerate pula kan.
Itulah. Mana tahu, you never know. And maybe by this time next year kita akan pamerkan Android King mobile racing
unit. Wah.
So itu dia, Go Meister Go. So now we're about ready to go right now here at Sentul. We've gridded up at the moment right now. We have Darren, Ivan Rajan there looking there from 3rd position there. William Ho is in 7th place there, but now we're on the pole, and I do believe the BMW is on pole right now.
J
Wong. So itu dia, Aiman Hakim di tempat yang kedua, Darren Ivan Rajan di tempat yang ketiga, Jazz Wong is in 5th place there, further back in the field.
At the last minute of qualifying, J potong okay, kita nak start dah.
Alright, so we're about ready to go there. And as the lights go on, they are about to drop, and away we go. And look at the launch from that BMW with Jay Wong there managing a fantastic start there. Darren having a little bit of a stumble there going into turn 1. Aiman Hakim holding up the field big time going through turn 1 there. We've got 2 cars off at the track there, 3 cars off, as there's a big damage from one of the Honda Civics there further behind the field there. Right now we've got Jay in 1st place, Aiman in 2nd, William who is in 3rd place, and Jazz Wong's in 4th. But there's a big accident, big accident there on the 2nd straight coming up into turn 3. That is a huge impact there. Meanwhile, we've got Jay who's going away from the front of the field there, 1.7 seconds already from William Ho in 2nd place. Aiman Hakim in 3rd with Jazz Wong in 4th position. Darren Ivan Rajan in 5th. Eddie Liu in 6th. And Kamal Ali in 7th place. but the cars are so close to each other. No gap greater than 1 second behind the battle between Jay and Williams there. 1.7 seconds between first and second place there, and he is really driving away from the rest of the field right now. You can see the drivers haven't got tire warmers or anything like that, so the cars are sliding around a bit. They're still trying to get some grip. That's why we had so much drama in the start, in the previous
quite a
round
brutal
there.
start today.
Yeah, so absolutely brutal stuff there. Ayman Hakim, he didn't manage to get a good start off the field there, but he's managed to get it up and running again. He's behind William Ho right now. He's going to try his hardest to get past William Ho, because the more time you spend battling with another driver, the less time you have to try and catch the car ahead, and the more the car ahead can try and drive away right now. So at the end of lap 1, it's Jay Wong in the lead with William Ho in second and Ayman Hakim in third.
Dramatic first start on our first lap. I think some of the guys are suffering damage tu, yang belakang tadi terlibat dalam accident tu.
Yeah, we see Amiruddin's managed to get himself up to 14th place. Hisham into 15th at the moment there. But as we go through the field here, of course, a little bit narrow of a track, a little bit short of a track there. We see there's a spinner further back behind the field there, but he's managed to get himself straightened out again. That's probably perhaps one of the biggest advantage with a front wheel drive car, is that you can plant the throttle and straighten the car out if there's any impact from the back. Classic touring car moves going through there. 3 wide, not enough space there, and it looks
Ikhwan and
that's Almain Sim and
Muhammad,
Ikhwan
yeah.
Azman and Muhammad Hafiz. So those 3 drivers there in 11th, 12th and 13th place get a little bit of a coming together there. It looks like it might be slow enough to avoid a real penalty, but I'm not too sure. Almain Sim still managing to keep it in 11th place, but he is losing pace to the car up ahead. That's Jasper Wong in the battle further up the field there in the Audi RS3. He's going to go side by side with, I believe that is Kamal Ali. Kamal Ali, the Red Comet, aka Akai Suse. Man with many, many different things. Oh, but it looks like Jasper Wong's got a problem. He's going into the pits. Ni kalau tak silap ada damage ni.
challenging betul race ni kalau macam ni.
Yeah, that's why. They've never seen racing this dramatic before. Kamal Ali now, he's battling up against
Andy
Bowie there in the Honda Civic there in 7th place. Kamal Ali in 8th position there. They're going side by side coming up into the braking zone there. Looks like Kamal Ali's going to have to back out of that drive, diving into the corner there. 0.5 of a second there, getting a lot closer than that going through the corners there. Andy Bowie in front there with Kamal Ali in the back. Meanwhile, let's go on board with Hisham Ahmad in the course of the race there. Kita boleh tengok dia punya serious kan. He was very, very serious. Muka serious, tetapi I guess something humoured him off screen there. But you can see he's actually talking on Discord.
Yeah, because they're racing in one team. So I think communicating with team members make him think better lah kan. Tak serious sangat.
So sometimes you got to have a bit of banter. You got to have something to cut the tension, because if you drive silent, like I like to do sometimes, when you drive silently, sometimes it gets to you. So you have to crack a joke. You have to just relax there. I notice he's got a few of his fans in the background as well, in the form of his. Not sure if there was perhaps his wife or a significant other there behind.
Bagi sokongan kan.
Yeah,
But I think it's alright because this race is quite long. I think we just entered just 5 minutes of the race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have 40 minutes. So anything can happen.
Absolutely. So far the biggest gaps there are between Jay and William in first and second place, as well as Andy and Kamal. Eddie Lowe and Andy Bowie there in 6th and 7th positions. They're both with 3.5 seconds gap there. So even though we've had already quite a dramatic start to the race there, the drivers are still incredibly close to each other. You can actually hear the tyres squealing as they go through the corners there. Almain Sim there, he's been racing with us for a very long time in Adrenaline Impact and in Speed Tavern races as well. Interesting to see him come out here.
Tak ada masa nak rehat tu.
Tu dia.
The battle kan, very very close tengok.
Yeah.
We are now entering I think 6 minutes.
Yep. 3 laps have gone and they're still racing like it's the last lap of the race. So memang agak dramatic juga lah.
Itu lah.
coming into the braking zone there. Ikwan dengan Almain Sim. Tadi Almain Sim he was actually trying to get up close to Muhammad Hafiz tadi tu, tetapi Ikwan is behind him and getting closer to Almain Sim as well. There's battles all up and down the lead board right now, but it looks like Jazz has dropped down meanwhile in 4th position, slowing down just a little bit there. That's Darren Ivan Rejan right now putting a lot of pressure on Jazz Wong. Let's see these two drivers in action coming down the back straight here. I think they might be close enough for an overtaking maneuver.
Planning the overtaking maneuver.
Coming to the braking zone there. And it looks like he just wasn't, perhaps he was balked a little bit coming out of the previous corner there, so he had to just chill out a little bit and try again on the next straight there. But right now Darren is in 5th place, Jazz in 4th, and driving up through the gears there, through that kink and coming to that braking zone there. This is a battle that's going to go on, I think, for a few more laps to come.
So we have BMW, Audi and Honda, right? On the top 3?
So that's definitely put pay to any questions about the BOP. The first 3 are 3 different manufacturers there.
Quite balanced there.
Yeah, so that's nice to see there as well. Jay Wong, again, he was quite surprised that no one else took the BMW, because according to him, it was, for him at least, one of the fastest cars out there. And he's proven that time and time again in terms of raw pace. Of course, he hasn't had the luck.
Yeah, currently, their lead, close to 5-second lead.
Yeah. So he's definitely got the pace when he's out in clear air. Of course, when he's in traffic, he's had a little bit of problems before, like in Sepang, where he wasn't quite able to take the win there. But even then, he was able to actually really impress. A definite driver of the day type out there. Faisal Yusof is in 12th position right now, and he is also trying to drive away from Amiruddin Omar, who is in 13th position there. That battle beginning to open up a little bit. And I think we're starting to see the gaps beginning to go out. I think there's a realization it's a longer race. Perhaps you need to back off a little bit there. But one driver who's not backing off is Aiman Hakim, who is trying to look for every single way to try and get past William in the car up ahead.
Wow, pressuring William.
Yeah, that's as close as you can get without overtaking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Coming into the braking zone here. Very, very careful there. Aiman Hakim, of course, he has the lead in the points championship at the moment right now. And William Ho is also doing quite well in the championship as well. So those two drivers not just fighting for the positions in the race, but positions in the championship. Diving through the bends here and coming out towards the exit of that chicane, coming to the braking zone there. It's going to be very tight, very difficult for Aiman to try and get past there. There are some sections where you can get really close. As you can see there, the Honda Civic tucked right underneath the back of that Audi RS3, but coming up to the straights there, looks like the Audi's just got a better drive coming out of the corners, at least in the hands of William.
So I think William must keep a good composure.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Keep calm.
Yes.
If not, small mistake, then Aiman akan ambil peluang.
Ya, betul juga tu. And it's the thing that kalau kita tengok drive dengan tengok dekat window, wing mirror, memang susah. So now we have, it looks like Hafiz trying to, Hisham trying to get past Hafiz there. I do apologize, that's Muhammad Hafiz trying to get past Almain Sim. He almost got past in turn 1, but he's going to try and go for an overtaking maneuver here. He can't go on the inside, he gets a block there, and Almain Sim also just squeezes him out coming into turn 3 there. So for another lap, it looks like Hafiz is going to have to try everything he can to get past Almain Sim there in 9th position there. So this is the battle for the last top 10 positions there between Almain Sim and Muhammad Hafiz there. Diving down into the braking zones here, it looks like some of the drivers are quicker on one half of the track, and some of the drivers are a little bit quicker on the other half of the track as well. So it's interesting to see how this dynamic is going around. Now we go on board driver cam with Aiman Hakim as he's battling with William Ho. They're still trying to
still
work this
battling,
out.
still fighting.
As you can see there, it's just that exit coming out to the main straight there, and if you don't get the exit perfect, it becomes very, very difficult to try and get past there. William Ho, little bit of ping connection going through there but he doesn't look too worried about it. He's talking to the guys there. They're ostensibly in the same team as well, or at least in the same liveried cars. But one's a Honda Civic, another one's an Audi. They're going to try and dive up on the inside there.
Side by side.
Side by side, coming to the braking zone there, coming down into the inside. Ayman Hakim has the line going through that that right-hander. I do apologize, I've got my left and rights mixed up now. That is some exciting overtaking maneuver there, right on the limit driving. Tak boleh tahan untuk Ayman Hakim. So
tak boleh tunggu dah.
So calm.
So calm, but yeah, I think because William is holding him back.
Yes.
So he need to overtake.
Yeah, he now has an 8-second gap, so he has to push right now to try and get up to Jay. But Ayman's got the pace. We know he can do that as well. Meanwhile, William's got another problem, and that's Jazz Wong. We've seen how quick he is there, but he's also got Darren to battle with. Darren Ivan Rejan there, who's further behind there. And it looks like Darren's managed to get over around the outside. Going through that final triple apex corner there. He's managed to get himself through up into 4th position and in a position to try and battle with William later on in the race there. So that was some spectacular driving going around the final corner there. It takes a lot of bravery to go around the outside. Now coming up to, this is 8 laps in the race. 32 minutes have passed. Boy, has the time passed quickly with all this battling coming down, up and down the field right now. We see that Jazz is still... Darren hasn't actually driven away from Jazz. We saw that spectacular overtaking maneuver around the outside there, but it looks like Jazz Wong has the pace to try and catch up behind.
Aggressive, and he got the pace.
Yeah. So I think he might be able to try and get that position back from Darren if he can look after the tyres and look after his track positioning. He will be able to try and get past there. Very, very talented driver here, pushing incredibly hard at this point in the race. We're almost 10 minutes gone in this 45-minute race, actually a little bit more than 10 minutes there. And it looks like we still have Jay in the lead with Ayman Hakim in 2nd place, William Ho in 3rd, Darren Ivan Rejan in 4th position, Jazz Wong in 5th, Eddie Liu in 6th position, Andy Bowie in 7th, Kamal Ali in 8th, Almain Sim in 9th, and Muhammad Hafiz in 10th position. Absolutely stunning display of driving through there. Apart from the couple of incidents at the start of the race, we haven't actually seen any dramas so far. They've been definitely racing very clean for this round of the race there, but still incredibly exciting stuff. I guess when it comes to touring car racing, you just can't help but race.
Yeah, but I think something must have happened between Amiruddin, Faizal and Ikhwan, because they are positioned at the back, correctly?
Yeah, we see that Amiruddin's gone off.
Somewhere.
He's out of the race there. Amiruddin Omar must have had a bit of an accident or a coming together there. We'll try and figure out what's going to happen there. But it looks like Jasper's also dropped quite a few positions, down in 12 positions. I believe he was up in the top 10 positions there, but it looks like he's dropped down to 12th. And Faisal Yusuf, unfortunately, has a disconnection error there. So we've got a couple of drivers there who've dropped out of the race. So rather disappointing there to see those guys go out of the race there. We don't really want to see too many disconnections or DNFs there, but hopefully they'll be able to sort that out. But meanwhile, we're just looking at Darren Ivan Rejan there in 4th position, chasing after William Ho ahead of him. So William perhaps has got a little bit of deja vu all over again, because there's another Reiber Racing Honda Civic trying to get past his Reiber Racing Audi. And it looks like Darren might be in a position to catch him pretty much in the same place. So perhaps at the end of the 1st straight or the 2nd straight might be where the overtaking maneuver happens.
And then I can see that the middle pack doesn't swap position. But they just relax going throughout the race to the end.
Yep.
Kita ada Eddie, Andy, Kamal Ali, Almain Sim, Muhammad. Okay, this one, Muhammad Hafiz.
Yep. Down in 10th position there. It looks like they're perhaps driving a little bit of a safer race compared to round 1, where we had all the dramatic racing happening at Sepang there. There's a little bit calmer, a little bit more tactical this time round, but there's still quite a bit of drama up ahead here. The last battle for the podium positions. Of course, we all want to win the race, but if we can't win the race, we would love to be in the top 3 and be on that roster. But right now, that's William right behind Darren there. Battle for 3rd position coming around now. Now 0.5 seconds at the gap there. So definitely not safe, but still a little bit of a breathing room right now. So I guess there's a little bit of
Darren dah overtake William dah tadi.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there we have it. So there you have, it's Jazz Wong, sorry, that was behind there. So that was William, who's dropped down a position with Darren overtaking him, coming up into 3rd position now. Let's see what happens coming down the main straight here. Looks like Darren might have the pace.
Oh, Jay clocking very consistent lap time.
Yeah.
Still clocking 129.
That's pretty spectacular stuff there. He's the only driver out there on the track there to be doing 139s. We have Andy Bowie doing 130 further back behind the field, and I believe Ayman Hakim is also doing a 130.
130, yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty impressive how quick Jay can bring that BMW around. Apparently a lot of the other drivers tried the BMW and they said it couldn't make it work.
Alright.
So I'm not too sure what Jay Wong's got in that car, whether he's got a mean fast setup right now, but it's definitely working out for him. Perhaps he managed to get a few tips and tricks from Reiber Racing there. Coming down to the braking zone there. Let's go on board with Jay right now. As you can see, you can't see quite as much without the driver cam as you can with the driver cam. It's always nice to see the driver's actual steering inputs through there, but we can try and surmise how he's driving. Coming down to the braking zone here again, looks very relaxed there. A little bit aggressive on turn-in. He can afford to do that with a rear-wheel drive car, but not too much, obviously. Otherwise you can spin out. But his exit out of the corners is smooth as butter. So perhaps that's the real secret there. If you don't push your cars, don't push your tires especially too much, you can get quite a lot of performance out of the car coming out of those corners there. So that's, I believe, Jay's first 1 minute 30 second lap time. So still at the upper half of the field. He's still clocking fastest lap of the guys out on the field right now. And well, having said that, Ayman Hakim has gone a little bit quicker. So perhaps could we be seeing Ayman Hakim going slowly but surely starting to gain pace?
Faster, yeah. And then from the sound of the BMW, looks like the power delivery is quite linear.
Yes.
Yeah.
That absolutely helps in a rear-wheel drive car. Trying to keep control of the car there. Even though the idea of a drift car being with big turbos and all that sort of stuff, you still need that throttle response to try, and that linear power delivery is so important there. So, meanwhile, another car with a famously bilinear throttle response, the famous VTEC 2-stage cam operation. I'm not sure if it actually works on this BTCC cars, because in some racing series they have to actually disconnect the VVTi systems. But in any case, Ayman Hakim looking very relaxed at the moment there, but you can see the focus in his face, the absolute concentration there, and he is pushing quite hard there. He had a little bit of a lock-up, a little bit of a slide there, and that hand speed on the wheel is pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Quick maneuvering.
Yeah. And again, calm as you like, adjusting the line as you do. It's almost that typical Honda thing where you need a mid-corner adjustment for your racing line. There you have it. You're on TV there. So there you have it. Ayman Hakim.
Comfortable at the second place.
Yep. Very comfortable there in second position there, giving us a nice peace sign there. So he's definitely tuned into race radio right now as he goes through the first sector there.
Some drivers, they will mute us, you know. But Ayman relax,
yeah, it's nice to know that he's out there enjoying our company as you guys are at home. So as we watch him go around the section there, it's 24 minutes to go in the race. And we still have that question there for both our prizes this time around. So do answer those questions. We're going to pick 2 of those winners there for the race and for Assetto Corsa and for the Android King racing team. shirt. So do remember to tag 3 of your friends and share the stream and answer one very simple question. Apa tu soalan tu tadi?
Soalan, where's Android King new branch location?
Yes,
Di manakah lokasi branch Android King yang baru?
Hint, it has something to do with blaster cars. That's all I'm giving you.
That's right.
So, of course, we'll pick one. Yeah. So, we will pick one winner out of that to get the Android King Racing Team shirt. And just checking with the producers there, we'll also give another one of those guys who answered the question correctly that AC copy of AC Ultimate Edition.
Right.
So, that is going to be it. Just have to remember one question for this weekend. We're feeling a little bit generous here. Do remember, just answer the question, tag 3 of your friends, and share that sim racing love.
In the meantime, sekarang ni Kamal Ali battling Eddie.
Yeah.
Nice name, dog fight.
Yeah, so that's Andy and Eddie coming up in 6th and 7th plates there. That's an impact! That is a big crash there. There was a bit of a mistake there. It looks like Eddie tried to throw the block there, but didn't quite do it in time. And there was a lock-up, and that's all there is to it. One slight error is all it takes. But that was a pretty dramatic accident. There's going to be a lot of damage out of those cars.
Aggressive crash tadi.
Yeah.
Oh, my mistake. Tadi Andy chasing Eddie.
Yeah, so that was Andy Boy. And
then
Eddie
Kamal Ali got the position to the 6th place.
Yep. It just goes to show there, if you bide your time and try and drive through the chaos in a touring car race, more often than not, you actually gain positions.
Yeah.
So Kamal Ali there, just smooth as you like, getting to positions there. It remains to be seen what is going to happen with Eddie and Andy there. I would imagine there's quite a bit of damage there. You can see, there was another little touch there, and I believe that was Almine Sim that had a bit of a contact there, and there's cars going all over the places right now. So Andy there, I think he may have had something broken on the car. You can see the cars all over the track right now. He's desperately trying to get it back to the pits because, of course, you can't tow the car back to the pits without taking a huge time penalty in AC. So he's going to try everything he can to get the car back to the pits. But that was some hairy stuff there.
That's right.
I'm amazed it wasn't any bigger impacts, to be honest with you.
Maybe suspension damage.
Yeah. May have been a track rod failure in the back, or a lower arm suspension component has failed this. But in any case, Andy's going to have to go into the pits. He will have some time to repair the car. So hopefully we'll see him out to finish the race. That would be very nice to see him out there and try and complete a few more laps and take the finish. But in any case, that is a position gain for Kamal. Eddie is still out on track there, and Almine Sims managed to get himself up into 8th position with Muhammad Hafiz there in 9th place, chasing right behind Almine Sim. And this looks like it's turning out to be a bit of a battle. If Muhammad Hafiz can keep his head down, he might be able to get past the similar Honda Civic of Almine Sim up ahead.
We thought that everybody will keep calm at the middle of the race, but suddenly
sometimes it just takes one mistake for chaos to reign there. But I guess it's a touring car race, and it's not going to be a touring car race without a little bit of bumping and scraping. Although I don't think that both of those drivers actually expected that to happen. I think it was just a bit of a lock-up there, a bit of an honest mistake coming from the defense of that corner. But it just goes to show you can never lower your guard. You need to be absolutely concentrating all the time there. Looks like Muhammad Hafiz is also going into the pits there. Perhaps he's running a little low on fuel, or needs some tyres, or perhaps even damage.
I think maybe he got some damage, but then he looked at the clock, still got 20 minutes. So worthwhile going to the pits and get the car back to shape.
Absolutely. It's quick maths, as they say. If everyone's doing 1 minute 30s and you're doing 1:32 because of damage, it could be worth going into the pits there just to try and reduce some of that issues there. And of course you can get a new set of tyres, a little bit more extra fuel, and you could really push the car hard if you need. But Jazz Wong there, he's had a real turn of fortunes. He had a very dramatic race at round 1, but he's driving beautifully this time round, up in 5th position right now, and a very consistent run there from Jazz Wong. Now he is perhaps he's going to be another one of the drivers to try and take on William Ho. He's dropped a couple of positions since the start of the race. If you remember, he had a fantastic start there, managed to get himself up into second position, but Ayman Hakim and Darren Rajan there managing to get past him again. But Jazz Wong, perhaps another driver on his way to overtaking him in the Android King Audi RS3.
Oh, Hisham, I see. Yeah, just mentioning. So he climbed a lot of position actually because of the incidents happened in the previous lap.
Yep, it's the never say die, never say never attitude
that's
that you need to have in motor racing. He was outside the top 10, as you said. It didn't look like he was going to be likely to try and gain that much positions, but with all the drama that's happening up ahead, late race drama that's sort of sprung out of nowhere, out of that little contact coming into the braking zone at turn 3, that caused quite a few drivers to have to go into the pits for repairs, and that's just given him that little bit of a boost. He's now into 9th place and he could see the car up ahead, and it's such an important psychological boost. When you can see the car up ahead, you know what he's doing. You can try and brake a little bit later than him, turn in a little bit later, get on the throttle a little bit earlier, and generally try and work your way to trying to overtake him. It's a huge morale booster when you can actually see the car up ahead, and that's the position he's in right now. He's got more of his fans up there just checking out the scene. We've got guys in the background there.
A lot of supporters at the back.
That's fantastic when you can have a homegrown audience.
Go Daddy go.
Yes, absolutely. So that's a real family race there right now. Nice Reiber shirt as well. Hopefully we'll be able to give away a few more of those Android King shirts to some of the drivers there. Sponsorship opportunities. Turn on your driver cam and maybe we'll get Jai here to send you some free merch.
Talent search.
Yeah. Yes.
So make sure racers for round 3 put up your driver cams. We're going to have a talent search.
Yeah. And if you don't think you're that good at driving on a driver cam, you can always start singing or dancing or something like that. We haven't seen that yet, but I sort of think that if I had a retirement in the race, I'd just leave the driver cam on. Maybe have a quick interview there. But having said that, the driver cam has been brilliant for us because we can see how the driving styles of all the drivers pan
and
out.
then viewers also can see what sort of racing sim setup the driver is using.
And this has to be one of the nicest sim setups there. Shout out to the blue USB cable there.
Yeah.
And nice color coordination. He's got the same anodized and same anodizing on his adapter as well as his gear lever there, which props for that as well. Not too sure what the wheel is from, or the wheel base. It looks like
a custom wheel.
Yeah, it's definitely a custom wheel there. Perhaps he's running either a direct drive or something that's just out of shot there with those spaces.
Yeah, I think he's using some magic.
Yeah, must be. Definitely, with the wheel on the slightly larger size, it definitely leads me to believe that he's on some sort of DD.
Yeah.
But still, very, very nice setup there. And he's got a bright seat. So, automatic JDM points there. But, yep, you can see the, like you were saying just now, the communication, dia sentiasa bercakap, sentiasa contact teammate, sentiasa cakap dengan drivers around him. That's the thing in sim racing, is that you have the opportunity to communicate, which is so important.
Oh, I think Hisham makin dekat dengan group kat depan tu. Kita tengok leaderboard, Hisham depan ada Al-Main Sim dengan Eddie.
Yeah, so Al and Eddie are currently in a battle there. Al-Main Sim trying to go around the outside. We just caught it at the right time there. Eddie Liu, however, managing to get a good drive coming out the exit there, but Al-Main Sim getting a bit of a tow. Now going through this flat out left-hander there. Will he be able to try and take it around the outside? He's trying his hardest, closing up the gap, coming into the braking zone here. Who's going to come out in front? It looks like Al-Main Sim. He's locked up the wheel big time there, but he's managed to get past Eddie Liu. What an overtaking maneuver there. All of the braking and then some. Habis terus.
Risky and daring maneuver, but successful overtake.
Yep. That's the thing with overtaking maneuvers. Sometimes it's risk management. How much risk are you willing to take in order to try and overtake someone? And in that case, he was willing to risk pretty much all. I think a little bit more of a lock-up and he would have gone off the track there, but he managed to just about managed to get that to work there. So right now it looks like we've got another retirement there, a couple of retirements there actually. So that's Mahaba Hafiz, Andy Boy, Amiruddin, Omar and Faisal there out of the race unfortunately. So hopefully we'll be able to see them in the next round. Our commiserations there to those drivers. Sometimes unforeseen circumstances, we just can't quite manage to get it through. But in the meantime, Eddie is still trying to catch up with Al Sim, but Al has managed to get himself right up the way in the road there. It looks like he's managed to find some pace now in the latter half of the race.
And then Hisham is closing in to Eddie.
Indeed. So this could be a double knockout there for Eddie. Al Sim managing to outbreak everyone, including himself, to overtake Eddie. Hisham might be getting himself into that same situation. Now, this probably means that Eddie has actually managed to run his tyres pretty hard throughout the course of the race there. And we also have tyre wear and fuel consumption on throughout the course of these races there. So it's important to actually manage your tyres. You can't push like you can in a qualifying session or in a hot lap time attack style all throughout the race. You have to keep a little bit on the table there. The problem is no one knows at the start of the race how much you can keep on the table there.
Yes, so unless they did a lot of testing beforehand.
So it really is a case of feeling it through and having that experience as well to try and get themselves into a position where they can have the entire race paced out. But in any case there, it looks like Hisham is definitely pushing hard on Eddie Leo there. He's getting closer and closer, lap by lap. But we can see they're diving through there. And with 12 minutes to go...
I think maybe he heard us. And then give some boost. Oh, just talking about it. Oh, is it right?
I believe that might have been a slight lag spike from our end. We do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Occasionally that happens. The perils of digital racing, ladies and gentlemen. For a second there we thought we lost him, but he's still there and he is right behind Eddie.
Catching Eddie now, so I think looking for Eddie's room for mistake maybe.
Yeah, he's coming up to the same corner before. This flat out left-hander coming to this braking zone. Eddie's trying to defend a little bit, but he decides to go for the racing line. And it looks like discretion, the better part of valor there. I think if Hisham tried that same maneuver, we might have had a bit of a tragedy coming through that corner there, but he's managed to keep everything nice and neat. He knows he's got the pace advantage. He definitely has a pace advantage between himself and Eddie right now, going around the final, the last S here. They're coming around to the run up to the final corner there, and it's important for both drivers to try and get around this final corner as well as possible. Eddie Liu running a little bit wide there. This could be an opportunity for Hisham. Hard on the throttle there, coming onto the main straight. He's got the toe, he's got the drive. Will he be able to close up? It looks like Eddie's not quite able to do it. They're going to go side by side coming down the field there. Eddie's defending. Hisham's not going to try and go around the outside there. He decides to brake a little bit earlier and try and get a run up through to turn 3.
Quite a nice defense from Eddie actually.
Yeah.
Taking the inside line first. Just acah-acah there kan.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Positioning is so important when you're the car ahead. Kalau posisi betul, on. Kalau posisi tak betul, not on.
Okay, if Hisham can hear us, go Hisham, acah dia balik. Because you know, the chaser also can play some trick.
Yes, absolutely. You can try and sell a dummy, you could try and go around the outside, you could try and make an overtaking maneuver somewhere where they would never think to try and defend. And of course,
you need to invite the front car to do some mistake, and then if the front car look at the back, then that's it.
Yes. I mean, it's just like Malaysian sim racing's very own intimidator, Ilham Halabi, who used to make it his life's ambition to sit behind you for 5 laps, 6 laps, 7 laps, put so much pressure on you that you're the guy that makes a mistake.
Yeah, mind games.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as important as your driving skill or your physical fitness in sim racing, that mental strength is so important right now. And now he's got the run on Eddie Liu. That is as close as you're gonna get there. Fantastic slipstream effort. Now he's almost close enough that he can touch there. He's gone on the inside. He's gone around the outside. That is a bit of a dummy to try and go around the outside of the corner there, but he's not quite ahead. He's going to have to try and do it on the brakes. And
nice.
yes!
Nice, Hisham.
Beautiful overtaking maneuver there. And that was amazing stuff around the outside. What a piece. And you can see his fans in the background going absolutely mental. Great stuff. Oh, perfect. And
Wow, I think Hisham learned that during Android King Fun Race Season 1.
So for those of you guys who want to learn more, I know the Android King Fun Races are a fantastic place to learn and sharpen up your skills.
You can hone your skill there. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're going to have Officer Jai here, Jai Bluebird, watching over everything. You can even ask him for some advice and tips and tricks, because from all of my experience in commentating, I'm quite quick especially in these kind of touring cars as well. I remember season 2 of the AMC back last year was quite good.
Last year.
Yeah. So brilliant stuff there indeed. But now we're watching Hisham there. He's got another car up on the field there. 8th place coming up to 7th place, Al Main Sim.
So the top guys now is quite comfortable, but from 7 to 10th position is fighting.
Yep.
Quite close.
It's it looks like Jazz has gone into the pits. Jazz Wong has gone into the pits there. Now, are they running out of fuel or something like that? It looks like it's a pit stop for Jazz Wong. So he's managed to get himself out, and he's got himself out in front of that battle between Al Main Sim, Hisham and Eddie Liu as well. So that battle has just gotten a little bit more spicy. We thought we weren't going to have it, but ladies and gentlemen, the trademark copyrighted Adrenaline Impact midfield battle is on. Every race now we've had a midfield battle there. I'm going to start selling sponsorship opportunities for that one.
We got a few comments from Android King page.
Yeah.
Muhammad Rizwan Soad, welcome. Dia tanya, game apa ni boss? So this one is Assetto Corsa Simulator using platform PC. Kita pakai PC. Amirul Nazirin teringin nak join. Okay Amirul, stay tuned to Android King and Adrenaline Impact and Reiber Racing page. So kita akan inform when there's a next series for this Asian Touring race. Yeah. Right.
So everything you need to know will be on the Adrenaline Impact Facebook page and all of our sponsors and partners. Special thanks actually goes out to them. Of course, Adrenaline Impact and Vertex Esports for their help in organising this championship, and also to the media partners Galeri Kereta for their help in getting the wonderful views out there. But of course, last but most, our special thanks to our sponsors, Android King and Reiber Racing, for their support in the sim racing scene here in Malaysia. Fantastic work there, guys. And as you can see, coming into turn 1 there, that's another great thing about AC, is we've had the ability to mod the cars and the tracks and really bring out it's a unique opportunity to do something completely different from iRacing or ACC or anything else.
It's refreshing to see something different, a bit unique, different race.
Absolutely. And the opportunities on AC are endless. One day you could be driving BTCC cars around Sentul circuit, the next you could be drifting with some of the best drifters in Malaysia. I think most of the drift guys are actually into sim racing, or at least sim drifting now.
Yep, that's right.
So that's very interesting indeed. Hisham has indeed managed to get himself, Hisham Ahmad, right up at the back of Al Main Sim right now. 7th and 8th places coming down into that braking zone there. Hard on the brakes, turning through there. 5 minutes to go in the race, incidentally. And Jay Wong still leading with Ayman Hakim in 2nd place and Darren Ivan Rejan in 3rd. William Ho is in 4th position. Kama Ali is in 5th. Jazz Wong in 6th. And this battle, Al Main Sim and Hisham in 7th.
Ni macam possessed ni.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly
from nowhere. I guess he's just been keeping those tires good, keeping the fuel load right, fuel consumption right, and now he's able to attack. He's got the pace there. Now remember, Al Main Sim was the guy making the moves, coming through the straight spot, and right now Hisham's got the speed, he's got the line coming into the braking point, turning around onto the inside there. They're going side by side, but it looks like Hisham just squeezes Al Main Sim around, and now he's up into 7th position. Wow. So next up is Jazz Wong, one of the fastest qualifiers in our pre-season qualifying, and one quick driver in Sepang. So let's see if Hisham can really push it up to there. But I think that must be the drive of the race there. He was down in 12th, 13th position, sometimes 14th. So
kita ada 4 more minutes. Maybe kita boleh tengok Jasper dengan Eddie. I think Jasper tu dia, following closely Eddie.
Yep, indeed. That's another battle brewing right now. I think Jasper might have the pace advantage there. He's really closed up to Eddie. Quite a dramatic fashion there. Coming up to the braking zone up ahead here again. Not too sure if you can go for an overtaking maneuver coming into this corner, but it sets you up for an overtaking maneuver down the main straight, or by the next straight rather. Going through these S's there. And as you can see there, that's a perfect example. Just about getting to drive there, but Eddie managed to get an even better drive coming around the outside there. Now the final triple apex right-hander. And again, Eddie's car is just going wider and wider. Perhaps his tyres are just beginning to run out ever so slightly there. Coming down the main straight. This time, it looks like Eddie is just a little bit too far away from Jasper Wong there. Now this is the battle for 9th position. The last 2 positions in the top 10.
Eddie going to outbreak Eddie. Sorry, Jasper going to outbreak Eddie. Oh, I think not.
Not quite close enough there, but if he can get a good run out of this corner here, it looks like he might be able to do it. He's getting really close.
These cars are damn fast, huh?
Yeah, they're really quick. 320 horsepower, but with 1100 kilos, the power to weight ratio works out really nicely. Going around the double right-hander there. Looks like Eddie had a bit of a lock-up there, but Jasper Wong also did as well. But he's got the drive coming out of the corner here again. We're going around this flat-out left-handed into this braking zone for the first chicane. We've seen some pretty impressive overtaking maneuvers going through here, but it looks like they're not going to do that again. Looks like 2 minutes 20 seconds left on the clock. We might see a 30 lap race at this rate. So boleh kirakan race yang lap banyak juga tu.
Tu lah. Jom kita tengok our leader.
Yeah.
Mr. J. Wow.
18
outstanding performance.
18 seconds ahead of Aiman Hakim, which remember, Aiman Hakim won round 1 of the championship, so he's no slouch when it comes to touring car racing there. But Aiman Hakim in 18 seconds behind Jay Wong there in second place. Darren Ivan there, he's 8 seconds behind Aiman Hakim, so Aiman's going pretty quick there. He's 8 seconds ahead of every other car on the field, but it's pretty impressive how quick Jay Wong has been throughout the course of this race. But right now we have Aiman Hakim on board, and again he's just as smooth, calm and collected at the start of the race as he is at the end of the race. Now he's just going to be counting down the time there. He gives us another peace sign there, letting us know that he's listening to us right now.
Right.
I hope you're being entertained right now by the commentary, and I hope you guys are too at home. But as he comes around there, yeah.
Oh, shows the love. Okay.
Absolutely. Like to see that sim racing love going down the main straight there. Fantastic stuff there from Aiman Hakim coming down into the braking zone.
Nasib baik Aiman tak macam makan nasi lemak ke makan burger kan. Itu otai sangat tu kan.
Ada kopi pekat kan.
Kopi ke apa kan. Maybe round 3 nanti Aiman buat Aiman kalau leading ah.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff there, Aiman Hakim in second place. He's going to still be good for his championship right now. He'll
but
still
I think
keep
lucky because our race is 45 minutes.
Yep.
You can't do that if you have a short hit race 1 and 2.
Absolutely. So it's nice to see how this race has developed over the course. It's not quite as short or sharp as they're going through there, but right now Jay Wong, he is going through the final sectors of the race right now.
Congratulations, Jay Wong.
5 seconds to go, 3 seconds to go, and here we are. This is the final lap of the race right now. We're going to have a 30 lap race this time round for Jay Wong. It's going to be win number 1 for the BMW, win number 1 for a rear wheel drive car, and win number 1 for Jay Wong. The lonely driver takes it home 20 seconds ahead of Aiman Hakim.
Total domination by Jay.
Absolutely. He got the pole position, he got fastest lap, and he led every lap of the race. That is fantastic stuff.
Ayman crossing the line, second place.
There we have it.
Congrats,
Ayman
Ayman.
Hakim giving us a wave there as we come across the line. Fantastic stuff there to be on the podium. Second place for the Honda Civic driver. It's a brilliant run there. And Darren Ivan Rejan there comes across the line in third. A dominating performance from the top three, isn't it?
That's right.
William Ho there, he had a real challenging time throughout the course of the race there. He dropped a few positions there, but he managed to gain a couple when Kamal Ali and Jazz Wong had to pit there. But he manages to get himself up into fourth place. Endurance his way into fourth place. Kamal Ali comes across the line in fifth position there. Brilliant run from Kamal Ali. And there we can see Jazz Wong coming across the line. And Hisham Ahmad behind him in 6th and 7th place, and Hisham and Al Mainsim and Eddie Liu, those three drivers giving us so much entertainment, especially this man here. I think easily, for me anyways, the driver of the day, really pushing his way from pretty much the back of the field all the way up into a top 10 finish. That's pretty good stuff.
Congrats, Hisham.
Indeed. But the fantastic congratulations there go to Jay Wong.
He's our champion.
Indeed. So that's going to improve his position big time when it comes to the championship as it moves forward there. Of course, he did have a very good run in the first race, but with this win and with the pace that he's showing, he's definitely shown himself to be a real threat to Ayman's lead in the championship there. So it'll be interesting to see.
Successfully give a run for the money.
Absolutely. It's made the championship a lot more interesting.
So for next round, we shall see endurance like this or a heat race.
So I think it'll still be a 45-minute endurance race, and it'll be held in Thailand, in Chang Circuit.
Oh, right.
So that's going to be a completely different. There's going to be an even more different run. But before that, we're going to have one more opportunity, one more look through the live giveaways there. We're giving 2 for the price of 1. 2 prizes. All you need to do is answer one question for your chance to win either an Android King Racing Team shirt or a copy of Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition. So of course, for all of you guys out there, just tag 3 of your friends and share that sim racing love around and answer one very simple question, which is
where's the new Android King branch location? Di manakah terletaknya branch Android King yang baru?
Itu. So jawabkan soalan tu dan tag 3 kawan dan share stream untuk peluang untuk mendapatkan hadiah either t-shirt Android King Racing Team ataupun Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition daripada Reiber Racing prize tu ya. So itu memang agak interesting juga. So right now we're going to try and see if we can get our race winner.
Our champion.
Yes. So kita akan cuba dapatkan Jay on the line as soon as possible. Let's see if he is there. We'll wait with bated breath there.
At the meantime, saya Jai dari Android King. Salah satu produk yang kita ada available in Android King is the Simagic shifter, the latest product from Simagic, brand new, very solid shifter, ball bearing clicking mechanism. So kalau sesiapa berminat dengan produk Simagic, for example macam shifter ni, boleh PM Android King. Right.
So kita boleh buat ASMR sikit tak?
Pardon?
ASMR sikit.
Kalau nak dengar bunyi dia kan. This one is the default setting, maybe a bit hard, tapi kita boleh adjust. Tapi the clicking sound bila shifting memang satisfying. Sampai ada yang terpaksa reduce the tension sebab satu rumah bunyi.
But there you go, it feels
Lepas tu dia ada digital display. I think the only shifter that I've seen in Malaysia with the digital shift display. And then some extra buttons on the shifter.
Nice.
So memang top notch quality lah from Simagic. Ada satu lagi I bawa ni bezel delete kit.
Yes.
Even dekat dalam ni pun dia nampak invisible. So kalau pakai triple screen, you install this at the bezel, nanti bezel will disappear magically.
Yes.
So interesting for driver sebab dah tak nampak bezel. And then dalam live stream pun cantik.
Betul.
Right. Also available at Android King.
Yes. So interesting there, refractive technology coming to the fore. So that looks very.
So
very
kita basically have everything racing simulator setup from basic, medium, advanced. So nanti kita akan inform dalam page bila kita dah launch our new shop. And then you guys boleh datang lah. Boleh test, boleh bincang and boleh get your racing simulator equipment at the affordable price.
Absolutely. So kalau boleh info dekat orang mana the new location is going to be?
Nak bagi hint. Hint dia Blastakas Malaysia.
Yes. So kalau siapa-siapa yang tahu Blastakas, and it's going to be right next to there. Meanwhile, we've just got the thumbs up. We have Jay, our winner for this race.
Hello,
Good evening, Jay.
Good evening.
So that was a fantastic, dominating drive there from you all throughout the race. Were there any worries at all?
Wow, congratulations Jay. I'm Jai from Android King. So I want to ask, so other than Assetto Corsa, what other platform you race? Alright. Okay. Then previously, have you joined a lot of Assetto Corsa race competition or not? Wow.
So yeah, but I mean, I guess for a lot of us, that was our entry point. Me personally, it's Gran Turismo 4, but I think that's starting to show my age a little bit. Yeah. But I guess that's what brings us into. Sorry. Oh, our audio was out there, so we do apologize. We're gonna have to restart that again. Congratulations,
no worries.
Congratulations, Jay. So, how was the race for those of you who may have missed that on Facebook?
So the race was, I would say, it went pretty smoothly. I know I needed to get at least a podium finish this round in order to secure my spot for running in the championship. And yeah, it was very sketchy driving the BM around this track because it really loves to slide its back end out a lot, and there were a couple of moments during the race that actually almost caught me off guard, but I managed to keep it on track, and yeah, I managed to pull a big gap from P2.
So that was a pretty big gap as well. 20 seconds. By our calculations, you could have gone through the pits and come out the other side without having to actually give up the lead, which is a pretty impressive achievement there in a 45-minute race. So
Jay, is it because of the track? You are familiar with the track, or because of the car that giving you the total domination for this round?
So for Sentul, this is actually only my second time actually racing at Sentul. The first time was in a league I took part in last year. So yeah, I mean, I do know the track a little bit. I wouldn't say it's like my home ground kind of track, you know. But also the car kind of plays a part because I tend to favor more rear-wheel drive. I feel like I can control a rear-wheel drive car more than a front-wheel drive. It has its pros and cons for sure, you know, like entering corners and exiting corners, certain cars are a little bit faster, but yeah, I would rather take a rear-wheel drive platform than a front-wheel drive platform if I can.
Okay, interesting. Congratulations, Jay.
I think,
Thank you very much.
I think that makes the three of us here because, I mean, in testing, I was quicker in the BMW than the other two cars. And, well, I don't need to... we don't need to ask about Jai. He's a well-known, drifter. Pro level?
Pretty
much pro.
competed the national and international event.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Jay, do you drift as well in Assetto Corsa?
Actually, I do drift in Assetto Corsa and I do drift in real life as well. I do go over to KL to drift. Before the pandemic started, so I know a couple of guys in KL. Johan, I'm not sure if you know him, is from Drift House. So we do rent cars from him and then we go to like Shah Alam Stadium and we drift there.
Okay, nice. A shout out, fellow drifter.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully, I want to enter some real life drift competitions in the future, but I have to save up for that.
yeah, that's right. But you can enter some competition in AC first.
Yeah.
I have not had my hand in it. I mean, I do drift around for fun on AC. Never really found any competition to join.
Okay, stay tuned then. Maybe Android King, Reiber Racing, and Galeri Impact. Maybe in future we'll organize one.
Yeah,
Sure thing, man. I would love to come on board and try my hand at it.
All right.
So thank you so much, Jay, for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you here this time next week. But it's been a nice conversation, Jay.
Yeah,
so,
thank you very much, Jai and Max.
Okay,
and,
thank you, Jay. Congratulations again.
Yeah,
congratulations.
You're welcome.
So now I believe we do have our second place man, Ayman Akim, in the studio, in the virtual studio this evening. So Ayman, are you there?
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, Ayman.
So how was the race for you?
Wasn't really had a good start at the beginning. Lost a position to William, and managed to fight back to second place. By the time Jay already probably running away, so I was like, and plus I had a collision incident or something like that shows 2 out of 2. So I just at this point I was like, I just bring the car home and just play a little bit smart. So not to have any unnecessary penalties and stuff. So all in all, you can see that most of the time when the camera is on me, I'm just gonna give some peace. And because I was like, you know what? I'm probably not. It's not me to say this, but probably you guys are a little bit boring as well. Unless the guys behind had a little bit of battle to give us a little bit of battle. So I just want to entertain you guys as well. So
Yeah, well, the battle at the front seemed to sort itself out quite quickly, but there was a bit of battling out the back there. But I must say, every time we got the camera on you, do you have actually someone telling you when you're on camera, or do you actually have the feed somewhere?
I had my spotter telling me, it's like, hey, you are on camera. I was like, hey. I just tell her, I was like, you know what, just give a little bit of fans or people who are watching it a little bit of, something unique, at least to entertain them.
Yeah.
No, let's not make this race too boring, just because the guys in front just running away. I'm second place and third place guy were running. We're just driving alone at this point. So we're fighting none other than ourselves. So
I mean, speaking for myself, I was absolutely entertained. That we weren't expecting it. Suddenly you see peace sign, love, awesome.
Yeah. If I were to dance, I would dance, but I still need to drive. So that's what I can do.
So I'll toss it over to Jai. Any questions?
I think awesome performance by Ayman Akim. Keep it up. Then looking forward for your performance in the next round in Chang.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go to Thailand.
Yeah. Congrats again, Ayman.
Yeah, congratulations. I haven't been in Thailand for a long time. I'm sure you haven't been as well.
I think whatever happened in Thailand stays there. Right?
But we will be showing the race.
All right.
So actually we do have, I believe, our third place man, Darren Ivan Rajan, in the studio as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ayman. Congrats.
And congratulations.
Awesome tonight. Yep.
All right, thank you.
Okay, let's ask our third place winner, Mr. Darren.
Hello there, Darren. So how's the race been for you?
Race was overall not too bad. The start, I didn't have the best start. I led William and if I'm not wrong, it was Jess Wong pass. but I'll just slowly pressure them in the laps ahead and let them make the mistake, and I got back the third place. Then after that I just drove consistently and finish on the podium, which is not too bad.
Absolutely, that was a very smooth, calculated race. There any problems whatsoever after that start?
Other than the start, I went off track slightly, which caused the kart track penalty thing to activate. But luckily, don't need to do any drive-through penalties, and I just brought the car home.
Yeah, so that was fantastic run there from you, Darren. Now, obviously, we're going to head off over to Chiang in Thailand for round 3. Have you any experience on that track coming up?
No, I have zero experience, and I'm not sure how the track looks like, to be honest. I haven't taken a look at it yet.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I believe that this is quite a rare track to be used. I mean, to be fair, Sentul was quite a rare track as well. Do you have any experience here in Sentul?
Sentul, I have driven it a couple of times in previous events, but for the next track in the Thailand track, I don't think I've driven it before, so it will be a new experience for me.
Yeah, and I believe it'll be a new experience for most of the drivers as well, because it's quite a rare track to be used in these sort of competitions. So it'll be interesting to see what that track is all about. But I don't know if you have any questions for Darren?
Oh yeah, I think Darren also awesome performance. I think you go out and about, some incidents, but then you managed to take some calculated risks and finish third. Congratulations.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Darren, for joining us in the studio. Hopefully we'll be able to catch you in the next stream.
Right. I think next we have Hisham.
Yeah.
Yes.
So itu dia Hisham.
Halo Hisham, apa kabar?
Baik, Alhamdulillah.
Wow,
Yeah.
our man of the match.
Yeah,
Nice.
man of the match
Oh, ada
race. Yeah, so my personal driver of the day has to go to you. Memang agak menakjubkan jugalah sebab last kita tengok bila masa starting tu kau tak silap 13th ke 14th position, tetapi kau dapat fight back masuk top 10.
Yalah, dua kali race. First lap kena langgar belakang. Tension tunggu lah.
Oh, so maybe Hisham turn that into anger into motivation.
Yeah.
Betul lah. Rasa marah
Tapi Hisham tadi nampak macam orang depan tu makin slow ke ataupun Hisham yang makin laju?
Tak, time saya konsisten. Cruise shift maintain, dia kata consistent pace, okey lah, saya maintain je lah.
Okay, and then overtaking pun berjaya kan? Overtaking maneuver berjaya tanpa insiden lah.
Yeah.
Ya, ada juga, tapi saya takut masa last overtake tadi, dia masa straight line tu dia main ular kiri kanan tu tak bergerak solangan, dan mungkin jadi nanti next round kita boleh improve lah.
Right.
So kita nampak juga pertama kali dalam driver camp kita nampak ada fans kat belakang dengan
siapa yang tengah tengok kat belakang tu tadi?
Budak anak-anak.
Oh.
Kita buka TV kan, dia tengok YouTube TV kan.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So kita ada fan zone siap ada semua sekali kat situ kan. Mesti meriah kan.
So maknanya family pun dapat feel actually apa yang Hisham feel masa race.
Dapat rasa energy itulah.
Energy tu, right. Jadi Hisham, next round ni Chiang International Circuit pernah try tak sini?
Tak pernah.
So baru juga untuk Hisham, drivers, dan baru untuk kami.
Betul.
Gonna be interesting race lah.
Right.
Dah. Jadi target macam mana? Nampak macam boleh pergi ni Hisham ni. Apa target untuk round 3?
Targetnya kami hanya target top 10 je lah. Sebab tengok semua driver, semua qualifying, semua timing pun dahsyat-dahsyat juga kan. Beza 1 second, 2 second. Jadi kita target kita finish the race and hopefully top 10 je lah.
Okay, so I think maybe for next round boleh increase the target to top 5.
Yeah.
Maybe by having a consistent lap time.
Yeah.
So itu yang penting. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Dengan 45 minit ni agak boleh kirakan race.
Tadi sebelum ni dah cakap Syam, baru tengok Schumacher punya dokumentari tadi. 100% fokus, 100% commitment.
Yeah. So,
Tapi kena juga abang slap
Aduh, tak apalah. Itu apa? You learn from the race lah.
ada.
Whatever dia. Congrats again, Syam. Awesome performance tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully kita boleh improve sama-sama lah.
Alright.
Okay.
That's nice.
So itu dia. Terima kasih Syam kerana sudi join stream kami tu. Fantastic to see all the driver cams and all of the personalities come out. That's the most important thing. When it comes to a race series, the product really isn't the cars, it's not the track, it's the personalities involved in the racing.
So maybe I hope for next round, all of the driver will share their driver cam.
Yeah.
Because this is a time for them to perform, to shine, and for the viewers to get to know the drivers.
Yes, absolutely. That's going to be fantastic to see them out there on the track. And it really is going to be like, it's almost like NASCAR, where the biggest product, they always say, is the drivers. So F1, the same thing they say. It's always the drivers that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that those guys are giving it their all. And it's been absolutely brilliant. Round 1 and round 2, the racing has been fantastic there.
Yes.
So
and then to viewers, I think tonight we got a lot of viewers.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for supporting our live stream, for sharing.
Absolutely. So a very, very special thanks to, I guess everyone right now. So we're going to head off to Chang International Circuit, 4.5 kilometers long, 12 corner track. Believe it or not, this is an FIA Grade 1 circuit.
Okay.
So it can actually run Formula 1 races in the future. But for now, it is home to the MotoGP, the Chang Thailand International Grand Prix that they run every year. They're also a big stop on the GT Championships. A lot of GT3 racing happening there. And of course, the Thai Super Series now has a new home in Chang International Circuit after all those years at Bira Circuit.
All right.
And really a place where you can run those 400 horsepower JDM classics. All those RX-7s and those Supras, really push them out wide. So really a lot of interesting and varied racing that happens there. Also quite a bit of drifting happens there as well, and quite a bit of drag racing happens at Chang as well. So real home, a brand new home for Thai motorsports. So hopefully, who knows, we might be able to see some of our Thai friends joining in and watching our streams there. It's going to be a brilliant race there. So I can't wait.
I haven't tried this track, but looking at the long straight and the hairpins, wow.
There's a lot of overtaking.
Areas there.
Absolutely.
Right.
And in the 1 or 2 times that I've tried this track in a league setting, and it was one of the reasons why I sort of suggested we might have to go here, because I got overtaken several times around the inside, around the outside. The racing surface is quite wide, very, very grippy, because it's a very ultra-modern circuit.
All right.
But as you can see there, you can see straight away all of the braking zones, all of the sort of battle zones that you can have on the track there. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant. But I think that's going to be it from us right now, coming up towards the end of the program right there. All that remains for me to say is to thank, first of all, our guest this evening, Jai from Android King.
Thank you for inviting.
Terima kasih. And also special thanks to our sponsors, Android King, Reiber Racing, as well as our media partners, Galeri Kereta, and of course the organization here at Adrenaline Impact and Vertex Esports, all the guys behind the camera, so to say. Even though we have a virtual camera, but they still need to be run by real people.
Yep.
So special thanks to those guys there. Special thanks goes out to the drivers as well for making this race an absolutely spectacular one to watch. There was a dominant performance out front, and the Adrenaline Impact midfield battle, we thought we were going to lose it, but it came back.
Yep.
And it never ceases to amaze us. I think I'm going to have to come out with a DVD series or something like that.
A collection of the battle.
Collection of Adrenaline Impact midfield battles. Trademark that. Okay. So special thanks goes out to all the drivers there, but the most important person of all is you, the viewers at home. A very, very special thanks to all the viewers at home. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we can to show you the best of Malaysian and Asian sim racing. So a very, very special goes out to you guys. But that's going to be it from myself and from Afizul Jai here of Android King, and also to our director Kara Alang and our director Umar, actually technically is our director. So Umar Aziz, our director, and Kara Alang, our producers there. He's looking at me in absolute disbelief. Yes, I've just elevated you. The pay is still the same, yeah? But that's going to be all from us. Good evening, and we'll see you all in round 3, Chang, next time.
Yeah, thank
Bye
you.
for now.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
So siapa yang belum subscribe Galeri Kereta, boleh klik button kat bawah subscribe, dan kita jumpa lagi di next episode untuk kita apa lagi proses untuk KA30 ni. Okay, see you, bye bye. Assalamualaikum.
Hi guys, saya Jai Android King, professional drifter, racer dan sim racer. Kalau korang mencari racing simulator, datanglah ke Android King. Kita ada Trustmaster T300 steering, Logitech G29, Magic wheelbase, Super Street Racing Rig, triple monitor setup dan macam-macam lagi produk. Saya ingin menjemput anda datang ke Android King, nanti saya bagi harga baiknya.
Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost sudah siap remake tau. Tak sabar nak try ni. Hi guys, Assalamualaikum. I'm Asrul Ali, I'm back. Today dekat Reiber Auto kita ada another Ford Mustang. Ford Mustang ni model 2.3 EcoBoost. Dia datang nak remap. Jadi I nak test drive dulu, tengok dia punya performance dan acceleration dia. Nak tunjuk kat you 0 to 100 km berapa second dia punya acceleration. Jom, let's go. Guys, Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost dalam proses buat remap. For your info, horsepower kereta ni original is 310. Lepas remap dia akan increase 50 horsepower. Boleh tahan tau, 50 horsepower tu banyak juga. And torque dia currently is 421. Dia akan increase by 95 Nm of torque selepas remap. Now tengah undergo proses remap. Sekejap lagi I nak pergi test drive. Kita tengok performance dia lepas remap macam mana. Kita jumpa kejap lagi, okay? Bye. Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost dah siap remap tau. Tak sabar nak try ni. Being a turbo car ni, kebiasaannya memang sangat-sangat ketara lah perbezaan bila sebelum dengan selepas remap. Jom kita tengok acceleration dia macam mana. Come, let's go. Saya baru lepas balik test drive Ford Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost ni dah lepas remap. Acceleration dengan torque dia tadi sangat apparent. Ada perbezaan 0.4 second. Bunyinya macam tak banyak in numbers, tapi bila you dah duduk dalam, you bawa, memang apparent sangat dia punya torque dengan acceleration dia tadi. Bila boost masuk, you terasa boom, memang best lah. Jadi for you guys out there yang nak tahu lebih lanjut pasal remap kami, you can go to our Facebook page, klik Reiber Auto, and you can click to our messenger. Our sales team akan assist you. And you can also go to our YouTube page, klik like, jangan lupa subscribe. Boleh tengok dekat situ macam-macam kereta yang kita dah remap before this. Jadi, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.